The National Emancipated and Allied Workers Union of South Africa, NEAWUSA, and its members, supported by the Wesselsbron community, have embarked on a protest march against employer LFC Milling company. They've handed over a memorandum to the company management about injuries that were not compensated for by the company, as well as wage demands and conditions of employment. SABC News reporter Aphumelele Mdlalane has more.
Some workers from LFC industry here in Wesselsbron have downed tools over what they call low wages and some discrimination that is happening. Some have been employed for more than 10 years, but still to date they have not been compensated for being injured on duty. Now today they've marched to the industry to hand over their memorandum of grievances, saying that they want answers because they've been waiting for better salaries as well as being compensated for being injured on duty. Just want to bring some workers here just to tell their story on what really has been happening. You've been working here for nako telele ntate. Ha go hlalosetse hore hantle le tshwerwe jwang ebile wena o bile injured neng jwang?
Ke qello sebetsa 2015 LFC mona 2018 ka thola injury ka bata ke kgawa mnwana ele mo ke le ka se ka thola thuso te 2020 ile mo ke le ka robela letso tsatsi le ke robela letso ka lona instead ya go ba go a inkenkise ka ke ba mlela go ke emela tsatsi le hlahlama then ke kgone go ke nga ke mo fitle kwa ka ke nga ka ilang ke ya kgepseltso amballa beke tse 6 gore ke dule 6 weeks in ntlo, then after 6 weeks ngana ka khutlela mosebetsi ka mora 3 weeks ke fumana molaetsa o hla mosebetsi mona ba go ba tla kopana le nna ha ke fika ba go mosebetsi mona ke fuwa le go lo thekeng ga ke nna ke tse boetsala ke fuwa le go lo thekeng ga ke ha ke fika ka ke nga ka itsa kgepse mplela ka go tsole rega kana go enga ka mleletse ka 6 weeks no tjena ha na nix ke yetsang ka ga mala ha ke re ke tshwara bo ma weight fela le tsolela la ka le bohloko le ha na nix ke yetsa
ikotla jang ka taba e
ke bohloko mana le tšhelete mfa yona ha ke kgone etsa nix ka yona ke bohloko ma go ke bohloko ha ke tsebe ke reng ke bohloko.
It's basically explaining the treatment that they've been receiving here, saying that he's one of those who've been injured and was given 6 weeks by the doctor. But after 3 weeks, he was told to come back to work. But he's saying that he is not strong enough to hold anything that has to do with weight because his hand still needs some medical attention. I just want to bring one more here just to understand his side of the story. Thank you, Ndate, for your time. Just take us through to your experience as you've been working here. What has been happening?
So last year December 11 Henelorne ke thola accident ka transport wa bona re le hona he ke mona baba ba sheba di camera ka ba risa spetlelo dendala re fika spetlelo dendala dingaka ke di fika di sebetsa ha ba qeta re sebetsa ka ba rabana di bethe re dule ka ntho ka holo ya spetlelo ha re ipatla transport re tsang kwano the following day ka re ikisa dingakeng doctor ka di tšhelete tsa ro so tsolela ka nuti ha le sebetse and ka mora mo ka ba re bolela hore ne re tlo thewe ne ba batla re thewe le ona semge ha re ba kopa re ba na re tswanga ke mangolo kia ha re ba lata ka ditšhelete tse re ba botse ba nantse re ikisa ngakeng ka mangolo a rona ba re ne re limetse re le taxing re le ka ntlo ja re
jona ikutla jwa mona ka safety ya hao mona
safety yona ha iyo mama re sebetsa bohloko bosile motshia and le ka mo sebetsa nga teng magwa a fihla ke a rute mosebetsi ba mfeta le tseleng le ka ditšhelete a re lekane ho ha ke nna ke operatang ke khana le di forklift marwa tswa tšhelete ke fumana ona 4000 ke thawela bosiu tšhelete ya bosiu ha e di holiday ya ke sa tlemo a ke fumane tšhelete utlwa mo ke tlo fumana bone ke ona mathata re a mameletse mona.
He's just explaining his frustrations, saying that he also works overtime, he works in holidays, but the salary remains the same. Whether you're a driver or an administrator, whatsoever, it remains the same. And they've been working here for a long time, but the situation remains the same. He says that there's inequality because he mentions that white people, when they come without knowing anything, and then they teach them the job. And then after that, it's them who become permanent and also receive better salaries. I just want to bring one more just to explain what has been happening. Tell us about your experience.
My name is Moses Ndlela. I am a security officer here. It's 2 weeks back now. I've been caught up hostage there by the stores, by the criminals, midnight. They binded my hands, they tied my hands and legs at the back. They left me sleeping there the whole night. They pointed me with a firearm, trying to kill me. Then I had to pray for them for the sake of my life, because I've got children, I've got the family that I have to maintain. Now the issue here is the issue of safety. We don't have safety here. And the other issue is the issue of salaries. Our salaries are the same. Whether you are skilled or you are unskilled, the salaries are the same. About that event that happened to me, the following day I came here to them, to my supervisor. My supervisor is not even a security guard.
Did you even go for counseling after that trauma?
That's the main fact. We asked them to take me to counseling and to the doctor. They said I must go to there is a subcontractor here who is doing medical services, a nurse. Here is a subcontractor. They said I must go to that nurse for counseling, and they said I must go to that nurse for medical treatment. Then I did not go there because I feel that they take me for granted, because I cannot go to the nurse, whereas there are doctors they can take me to. So our lives are at risk here. Too much. And when we go to complain to the management, the owners of this company, he will tell you that I get need paid for tourists. Before this incident, the mentally disturbed person came to me here at the gate. I was working at the main gate. He tried to force his way forward to the offices, and then I had to block him. I had to call my colleagues to come and give me backup. The manager, who is the son of the owner, when he knocked off at 5 o'clock, I explained to him what transpired here at the gate. I told him that this is a high-risk area. You must organize us the handcuffs, the pepper sprays. He said, Axel Marnet Gate, you see, which means he's not interested in that. And 2 weeks or 3 weeks after that, then that happened, this incident where I was kidnapped.
Basically, this one has been held at hostage, and saying that there hasn't been any counseling that he went to, and of course that's a trauma for him to come back to work. But he's also complaining about their safety as a whole here, saying that it's been long that they've been addressing such issues with the management, but there seem not to be any change. And also the issue of salaries, saying that they are frustrated because they come to work every day and they've been working here for a long time, but the situation remains the same. However, they've handed over their memorandum of demands and have given the management 7 days to address the matter. We will have to see how this unfolds after 7 days, whether there will be an amicable solution. They come back to work because, of course, they're saying that they like working, but there should be equality, and also they should be afforded the benefits that are equal for everyone. It's back to you.